Who'd like to go first? Don't be shy. And there you go, gentleman at the back.
Hi, Ricky.
Hi.
They fell off the chair.
Hi, everyone, but this is to Ricky. You were, of course, the main star in Office and Extras. Is there any part of you that misses being the main focal point of this show?
Yeah. I didn't think I would, because it's lovely to direct. It's my writing and directing is my favourite thing. But when you're there, and you think, oh, telling people, and I can't resist to say I do it like do it like this. But it's fun because it's fun. It's not because I think my way is the only way. It's because I like doing it my way. That's all. I've never thought I was the best writer or actor or director, but I want it my way. That's the fun for me, making it up. And so, I really miss it. But it's in the casting that you find people that can do every single role better than you could, and you're fine. And I think that I was the best person for the job in the Office and Extras.
He obviously wasn't in this.
I was too tall. I mean, for the first time in my life, I was too tall.
I caught him one day in his dressing room, right? He was on his knees with his shoes on his knees, looking in the mirror, and he was...
I answered the question as well, though, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
That was very good.
I just said yes. Yeah, that was it. I'd already done it with yes.
Oh, completely. There you go.
Because you and Steve play yourselves, did you ever have the urge to put Karl in as himself?
Yeah. I can't get enough of Karl. It's just quite incredible. Honestly, I think it'd have been overpowering. I think Karl at the moment is like a little prophet in this country. People can't get enough of him. They're slightly obsessed with him. I mean, that'll die down a little bit, right? But he's too big. I mean, I'm saying that, and I've got Johnny Depp in there, but Karl would unbalance it genuinely. Because no one's got a fucking head like that. So, and also people we watching it going, when's Karl on? I mean, that's a. But I have had an idea for Karl and Warwick the next show, and I convinced Warwick he was in straight away. Broadcasters have said yes, and Karl's 50-50 now.
Yeah,
isn't
he
it?
is, isn't it? Yeah.
We're doing a pilot. It's basically, it's not Shakespeare, but I'll tell you it anyway. It's Karl going round England on a bike with Warwick in the basket. And it's called The Short Way Round.
I tell you what, Karl was stressed about the idea.
Not like that's exploitative, that's terrible. He went, so I'm doing all the fucking peddling. Oh, dear.
Brilliant. Oh, two ladies in the front here. We'll have both first. There you go.
Hi. This is a very selfish question, so I'm sorry for everyone in the room. Obviously, you're writing... you create characters that are very funny, but they're also very real. And we've had a vision for quite a long time to become sort of the female version of you and Stephen Merchant. Do you have anything in your writing process or any advice towards creating these characters that are so real?
You write about what you know. Write about don't try and get onto a trend. Don't try and worry about what's happening, because the time come around it won't be. Also, why would you want to do it anyway? Why would you want to do something that's been done? Find your particular blend, what you have. Find your sort of like strengths and gaps. That why you two, out of all the 6 billion people in the world, why are you two writing together? What do you love? The first 5 hours of every day should be talking about what films you like, what comedies you like, and what you hate, what you'll never do, what you don't want to do, what you don't want to be labelled as. Be original, and there's no rush.
Brilliant. And gentleman there in the middle.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, if you had Warwick, Stephen Merchant, and Karl Pilkington, you have to marry one.
Oh, no.
Okay. Sleep with one and kill one.
How did he get in here?
I don't know. We thought we had a security check, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I know what was happening.
Yeah.
I've got to think about it in my own head, though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer, but I'm going to.
What were the options? Marry, kill, and snog.
Yeah. Let's go there.
Well,
I don't want any.
I'll tell you straight away.
And
if there's anything to do with sex.
Yeah.
Steve's dead.
Direct eye contact has been made for the whole thing.
Forget it. He won't mind me saying that.
No.
Yeah.
Marry. I'd have.
I think you're marrying Karl, aren't you, really? I'd have thought. Not that I want to snog, to be honest.
I like the extent to which you're thinking about this question.
I think it's giving...
Yeah, I'd have to...
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but marry without anything else. It's just marry. Because otherwise, that's like death by bunda. I mean, that's like, that...
It's just on paper. You don't have to do anything.
I'm taking it very seriously. You've asked a question. I'm going to answer it. So this is a loveless marriage. We're just mates. We're just mates. I'd marry Karl.
That's easy.
And I think I tell you what, I think I could snog you because.
Oh, cheers, Rick. How'd I take that?
I wouldn't want to.
No.
It's just like, I'm assuming there's a gun to my head, as opposed we're doing this for a fucking laugh.
This is willing. You have to do it. You can't tell anyone, oh, I have a gun to my head. You have to say I did it because I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'll have to be that really.
Oh, okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
We don't have to do it. It's hypothetical.
It's all hypothetical. Good.
Yeah.
And have you ever said
So
anything?
give him a little reach round. Yeah, right.
Gentleman at the back there. I'm kind of pointing at slightly rudely. Yeah, right in the middle.
Keep me snogging Warwick Davis under your hat, yeah?
Hi guys.
Hi.
You are, and forever more will be, an inspiration to any budding actors and writers. But who were your inspirations in terms of comedy?
Christopher Guest.
Really?
Laurel and Hardy, I suppose. Firstly, I think they nailed it 100 years ago. They had it all. They had it all. The relationship, the I'm with this idiot. But they were great because I loved them. Do you know what I mean? It was not in this way, but they were precarious. Comedy is about empathy, I think, and it can never be sort of like macho. It always has to be. There has to be a humanity behind it, and they sort of taught me that it's okay to fall over as long as you get back up, and I love that. As a mentor, it would be Christopher Guest, a direct influence on The Office, a fake documentary, and also that naturalistic acting style. But having known him now for 5 or 6 years, it's so lovely when you meet your heroes and they're the nicest person you've ever met. He's gentle, he's untouched, he's brilliant, and he's never let me down. But I mean, Larry David, I think, is probably the most important person working today in TV comedy. But Woody Allen, who brought modern comedy to the screen. I'd have to cite Laurel and Hardy and Christopher Guest though as the pillars.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you. And where shall I go? I'll go over there, 2 people away, and then I'll come over here.
When you're not working with Steve, you've gone over and done projects in America. I was just wondering what the difference is and which you enjoy more.
The last one I didn't hear.
What the difference is and which ones you enjoy more.
I think it depends what you mean. I think if someone said, what do you do? It's writing and directing comedy, usually with Steve. There's lots of things I don't really count in my oeuvre, so to speak. I do things like I pop up on the Sesame Street, I wrote a Simpsons, I do the Golden Globes, but I do those things because they're fun, and like some people play golf, and also I'm not touched by them, win, lose or draw. I'm creating my own labour, so I'm not beholden to those people. It doesn't make any difference to me. Come Monday morning, I'm writing or creating something. And I've only done a couple of things like that without Steve. I suppose, Ghost Town was a collaboration with someone else, and Invention of Lying. My stand-up, very different, couldn't be compared. I've done so few things. It's difficult to say. The things I did with Steve is The Office and Extras and this, and I couldn't have had more fun. But it's great to do the Golden Globes, and it's great to do those things. But I'd count, my job as writing with Steve. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of weird. I don't feel I'm moonlighting or being unfaithful, but I sort of count that as that's my 9 to 5, my 11 till 3.
Let's go over here. Yeah, so there's a gentleman there. Okay.
Hiya. I was just wondering, in like The Office and Extras and then this, is there ever like a point where there's like some of the jokes get a bit more close to the knuckle and maybe you sort of think twice about, oh, should I really put this in?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
For example, like in Series 2 of The Office when there's the lady in the wheelchair and Gareth is talking about tests to see if she's really disabled.
No, not at all. That's fine. Totally fine. Again, I'll tell you why. Because there's a big difference between the subject of a joke and the target of the joke. The subject of the joke was disability. The target of the joke was a man's ignorance, the stupidity of this moron who thought it was okay. That's what we're laughing at there. Just like when Brent went over to the black guy and said, I love Sidney Poitier. The programme isn't racist. We're laughing at his middle-class angst and his discomfort with difference. He doesn't know. He wants to go into a room and go, I'm not racist. That's what we're laughing at. We're laughing at, we get put in those situations all day. When David Brent leaves her on the stairs, that's what he's going, oh, we left her on the stairs. Yeah, that is about someone who wants to align themselves with doing good, but when it gets too much, they go, oh, it's not a real fire alarm, forget it. Okay, so whenever you deal with a taboo subject, and there can only good can come of dealing with taboo subjects. You've got to be clear what you're doing. I'm not a comedian who thinks that comedy is my conscience taking a day off. My conscience never takes a day off, and I can justify everything I've done. And there are some times when I go, that could be misconstrued, but if it's gettable, live, I do stuff live. Okay, and if I think, oh, I hope so and so isn't in tonight, I shouldn't be doing the joke. I shouldn't be doing the joke. I've got to be able to do this to anyone and then look them in the eye and say why this joke is okay. The Golden Globes, I can justify every joke. I can justify everything I did. There was a thing where I joked about Sex and the City 2, the airbrush picture, and I say, we know how old you are, girls. I saw one of you in an episode of Bonanza, okay? Kim Cattrall said it was ageist. It wasn't ageist, it was totally the opposite. I was saying, why are you hiding it? What's up with being 50? Why are you pandering to Hollywood? Why do you want to look 22? You're not. You've got to look for what the real target is of a joke, and then you can justify it.
Thank you. And there's a gentleman behind. We've got time for 2 more, so I want. Yep.
Okay. Obviously, right now the main focus with you is Life's Too Short. But any time in the near future, do you see yourself and Warwick working on a film together?
I'd love to. I'd love to do. Unlike The Office and Extras, which I thought was a bit pants doing a film version of it, you know. It's like doing On the Buses or something, you know. Biggest grossing film of 1971 in Britain, by the way.
Wow.
Beat James Bond.
Wow.
I think this is more filmic. This could be a film because I think Warwick should go to Hollywood to try and make it.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a character myself that I was going to do about 10 years ago. One of those people that go to try and make it in America and they spend their money and have to come back. Yeah. But it'd be better. This would be much better this way.
Because I'd love to see that.
I'd love to do that. Yeah, something like that. We had an idea that Warwick goes and he sets his agency up and he starts trying to poach other small actors in America, and he gets a contract with Vern Troyer, and he has to get him to this thing, but Vern Troyer's off partying with Charlie Sheen and Warwick's chasing him, and he's got to like try and get him to. So, I'd love to do a film with Warwick. As I say, I can't get enough, and I'm not just concerned with this. You know, this is done now, but you know, An Idiot Abroad is just as important to me. You know, that is a great show that I'm very proud of. But yeah, there's nothing quite like writing and directing and acting, and that's sort of reality. But yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
and
very
finally, much. The gentleman there that I'm pointing. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Sorry, we've running out of time.
Hi. Sorry, this is for Ricky as well. Ricky, you've always sort of said write what you know, and I think that your comedy, as a result, has always been very British. Do you think that your time sort of in the Hollywood bubble, and a lot of the talk today has been about Hollywood and America, do you think it's made a difference to the way that you've written or worked?
No, it depends. It depends, doesn't it? I mean, I still think you've got I still think you remain an outsider as a comedian. You've got to be able to look at yourself in those, and it depends what you do with it. I mean, if I was sucking up to Hollywood and making, do you know what I mean? There's a difference between, I think, being sort of Bob and Bing, which were great, but you know, with what I do, and I don't spend a lot of time in Hollywood, and I don't think the stuff I've done is particularly British. I mean, I think people were confused why The Office has 7 remakes in 90 countries. It's because on the face of it, it looks quintessentially English, but actually it's about universal subjects. It's about boy meets girl and a boss and making a difference. And everything I've done seems to be quite existential as well, and everyone identifies with that. Am I getting the best out of this? You know? I don't know if that answers your question, but no, I don't feel that Hollywood's changed me. I don't think I've changed at all. I mean, I'm richer, and that's it. You know, my circumstances have changed, but I think it happened to me. I was 37, 38. My values haven't changed. My friends haven't changed. So I don't think I will, really.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Well, unfortunately, we have run out of time, so I'd just like to thank you all for coming. Thank you very much.